Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today we're going to be doing a video about NIO. Before I start the video, guys, please make sure to leave a like on the video below. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Join the family, guys. Let's go on our investor journey together. So today we're going to be talking about NIO, and if you don't know what NIO actually does, NIO is an EV company based out of China. They produce luxury EV cars. Everyone has basically seen the run-up that NIO has basically had over the last couple of months. Looking at the 5-year chart, this thing IPO'd September 12th of 2018. Up 716%. Looking at the 1-year chart, it is up 1,094%. And kind of looking at a recap for 2020 for NIO, I mean, this thing started at around $4, was able to build itself up basically from nothing. Now investors, big-time investors, all know what this company is, what they're all about. Looking at the 3-month chart, this company is currently up 135%. Up, the 1-month chart doesn't look too horrible, down 5.84%. And the 1-week chart is down or up 4.95%. A lot of people have been really talking about NIO, and the big event coming up for NIO is NIO Day, the 4th annual NIO Day, coming up on January 9th. This day is a big deal for NIO. It's basically going to show us basically the vision of NIO, where NIO is going to be headed in the year of 2021, and basically so on and so forth. We do know a couple schematics on actually what they do plan on showing us on NIO Day. Hopefully we do get a little bit of surprises, but as far as we know, we do know that they're going to be showing us the 150 kilowatt battery. They announced early in 2020 that NIO was basically going to produce a 100 kilowatt battery, and now they're going to unveil a 150 kilowatt battery, a huge catalyst when it comes to the EV game in itself. A lot of big time EV companies have been working on a bigger and better battery. They're harder to perfect, that's for sure, but what this battery actually does, it gives you longer range, but the batteries also charge faster, which is a lot more convenient for people who own the cars as well. But, as we know, NIO is expanding its car lineup a lot, especially the electric car lineup. And, they're going to be unveiling its first sedan models. And, we did show, Tesla is starting to expand in China, really just raising NIO up to the brink, really wanting NIO to perform in itself. But NIO, to combat Tesla's expansion in China, is now dropping 2 new sedans, an SUV, and a minivan as well. NIO trying its very, very best to really stay on top of the game. We have seen the rise of the EV competition, especially in China. It's not just NIO that's trying to run the game over there. We have Tesla, who just expanded over there. We have XPeng, we have Li Auto, a lot of big time competitors. NIO currently leads all three as far as car sales go, so NIO is off to a great start. But also on NIO Day, we're also, aside from the battery and them showing us new cars, they're actually going to give us an update on the NP2 vehicle platform, which is actually super awesome. And what that is basically just a more autonomous driving system, more advanced. So I love how NIO always, uses technology to really innovate itself, separate itself from the competition in itself. For me, I do think NIO stock is a good buy, $48.98. With NIO Day coming up, yes, I do expect a lot of price action. I do expect the stock to be pretty volatile, but that does not change my opinion on where I actually think NIO stock is going to be headed into 2021. But I do think that NIO Day is really going to catalyze, where NIO stock is going to be headed over the next couple of months, where it could be headed in the next couple of years. For me, an honest price prediction for NIO stock, I do think NIO stock will hit $100 in the year of 2021. There's just so much going for it. We saw the year of 2020, what NIO was able to bring to the table, bigger and better batteries, better cars, better deliveries, a lot of analyst upgrades, and a lot of people backing up the stock. I do not see NIO's growth slowing down anytime soon. We have seen how much the EV market has actually been expanding, and we have seen, that there's just a want for big-time EV companies. I think battery power is truly going to lead us into the next decade. It's a whole new thing because battery power does not just stop at cars. You can do so much with battery power, and as NIO continues to expand, we did see that NIO did a 68 million, stock offering to be able to raise capital. They were able to raise $2.5 billion. NIO having plans to expand into Europe by the middle of 2021. So the fact that NIO is expanding, it's producing a lot more vehicles, its sales are continuously going up. It shows that, that NIO is really making a big name of itself. Yes, Tesla is going to raise some competition for NIO. Tesla being a more established brand, known worldwide, basically came up from nothing. But I'm not going to count NIO out. I do think people should pick up NIO stock, $48.98. I do see the long-term potential growth with NIO. And I've said this time and time again, if you buy NIO stock or all these upcoming EV companies, these companies are all long-term holds. Yes, NIO as a company right now is still operating at a loss. That means the company is not profitable, but I do expect NIO to be profitable. If not next year, over the next couple of years, I do expect NIO to be making great things, to be doing good things as well. But for me, you have to understand it's an investing game. You know, I have a long-term vision of NIO, as everyone else who's actually invested in the stock. I know people get affected by the everyday price action that NIO experiences, whether it be up a couple of bucks or down a couple of bucks. To me, it doesn't really matter, because for me, I have a long-term vision of NIO. NIO is doing a very good job of growing itself as a company. It's doing a good job of really making itself known all around the world. You know, a lot of retail investors here based out of the United States love NIO stock. They think that NIO is going to do great things. NIO making that extra step to start expanding into Europe is really just showcasing how NIO is building itself to really just try to take over the world, or at least that part of the world in itself. Yes, I know a lot of people have been saying, you know, that the EV market is a big bubble and eventually it's going to pop. And a lot of people are pretty speculatory about investing into NIO stock in itself. But for me, I do think it is worth the buy. I think NIO is going to be growing for a very long time. Like I said, it's not just NIO as a company. It's not just NIO, you know, being the awesome company that it is. We have seen the rising popularity of EV markets. We have seen the rising popularity of EV demand as well. It's a rampant market and it's very, very explosive. We saw in the year of 2020, you know, a lot of EV companies, even Tesla, have basically grown thousands of percent. And no one can really justify, other than the fact that, you know, everyone knows that that market has the potential to be something so much bigger than what it is now. We saw a lot of big time EV companies IPO this year, whether it be Hyliion or whether it be, you know, Nikola Motors or, you know, XPeng or even Li Auto as well. You know, a lot of these companies IPO'd this year alone because everyone knows, you know, that there's a lot of money to be made in these specific markets. But even taking a look at Chinese statistics, we have seen the statistics back that, you know, there's going to be rising popularity in China as far as EV goes, expecting 20% of all car sales to be electric cars by 2025, which is just a short time away, expecting that number to jump to 50% by 2035. So we do see the rising popularity. We do see that NIO is going to have a place in China. Even analysts coming out and saying, you know, NIO is going to be an iconic brand and a top EV company. For me, I do think NIO is going to be a top EV company, and I do think that NIO does have the potential chance to catch Tesla. Yes, Tesla is way ahead of its game as far as market valuation and really how much it's come, but people don't understand that, you know, when Tesla was first founded, there wasn't as much demand or rising popularity of the EV market as there is now. A lot of people have really seen the use of battery power, what it can do, and really what it can offer to the world. Taking a look at NIO stock, I do think NIO stock, its growth is going to be a lot more explosive very quickly compared to Tesla. I know a lot of people like to compare, you know, people who know the story of Tesla, you know the company wasn't really profitable for 15 years. I don't think it's going to be the same in NIO's case because, like I said, you know, there's just much more of a bullish sentiment and a bullish case behind NIO stock in specific. Just like I said, aside from NIO, you know, having more advanced technology to be able to do bigger and better batteries and more updated features and nicer looking cars and stuff like that, taking a look at the bigger perspective, it's just the rising demand of EV cars. You know, people love EV cars. People want EV cars. You know, people back in the day didn't really want those kinds of cars. You know, people were still kind of on the gas powertrain. But now that NIO has really taken itself to the next level, a lot of people are really starting to notice what these battery powered cars can actually offer. And that's why I do think NIO stock is going to hit $100 in the year of 2021. It's not just NIO as a company, but we have seen NIO backed, you know, everything it said, you know, really just trying to expand, selling more cars, bringing out new cars, updated technology, bigger and better batteries. So all these growth catalysts, along with the rising demand of the EV market, is probably going to drive NIO stock a lot higher than what it's sitting at now, which is why I do think people should pick up stock, you know, NIO stock $48.98. With that being said, guys, that's all I really have to say about the video. Let me know down in the comment section below, guys, what you think of NIO stock. If you think NIO stock is a good buy, $48.98. If you guys own NIO stock, how many shares do you guys own and what's your average? I'm always very curious to know. With that being said, guys, thank you. Have a great day.